Lately, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've realized a lot of the stress that I've been feeling on a day to day basis is not from outside things, not from having too much on my plate, but more from the fact that I'm putting too much pressure on myself. Now, before we dive into this, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Carson. I started this channel basically as a way to talk about the things I'm learning and the mistakes I'm making in an effort to hopefully make sure you don't make those same mistakes and become the best version of yourself just a little bit faster. So, as we are heading into the new year here, everyone's setting their New Year's goals. We're all trying to figure out what we're going to do next year to make it just a little bit better. One of my things has been looking inward a little bit more. I think a lot of us have this weird connotation that it's like we have to do more. We have to add new things to our routine, and that's going to make the biggest difference in our lives. We need to get more things done. We need to get rid of social media so that we have more time for more work, more effort towards our goals. But I think for me, what I found within myself is I have enough pressure internally. I have that fire lit inside of me. And the reason I wanted to film this video is because I think a lot of you who are watching this also have this same problem. I don't think there's a lack of pressure and drive out there in this society anymore. I think we all have a lot of that. But the problem is that we are tying so much of our self-worth to the things that we are getting done on a day-to-day basis. It's not a successful day if we don't do X, Y, and Z. We can't be happy because we didn't do those things. Here's the thing, we have social media just so easily accessible. And we see all these people who are posting their accomplishments, posting their best days, posting the things they get the most done. And so we start modeling our own lives off of that. We think, oh, well, I should be doing more. Oh, maybe I could start doing this thing. This has helped this person out a lot. And we have this overload, this jumble bundle of information that is just sitting in our minds. And in my opinion, it weighs us down and gives us that sense of pressure that a lot of people think they are missing, but in all reality, pressure is the thing that is debilitating you. Now, let me explain, because there's going to be some of you who that's not really the case, and that's okay. But I think not enough people talk about how debilitating this self-pressure can be, and not enough people talk about the real effects that it has on you. Now, we get this pressure, like I mentioned, from social media, and we have this weird paradigm that the more we get done, the happier we can be. If we get our entire to-do list done in a day, then we can be extremely happy. Then we're living the life. Then we can earn going out and doing some other stuff. Then we can earn enjoying our time. But why is it that we have to earn enjoyment? Here's a reframe that I want you to think about. Our emotions, to an extent, are in our control. We can choose how we feel. And you might be thinking, well, no, I can't. When I'm sad, I can't just choose to be happy. I mean, yes and no, but let me really break this down to a very minuscule level. So let's say this is you, and you just barely wake right up out of bed. The first thing you're probably going to feel is some sort of stress, some sort of feeling of, okay, I need to get this, this, and this done today. From there, you start operating out of a scarcity mindset, thinking, I have to do these things so that I can get the life I want to live. We feel this pressure, we feel this sense of urgency, we feel kind of like our base emotion is almost negative. We have a negative base emotion as our preset, instead of the contrary, which is a positive self-emotion. Now you might be thinking, well, how do I make that shift from operating at this base emotion level of negativity versus shifting that into having a base emotion set of positivity? It's all in your mind. Now here's the thing, our minds lie to us, and you cannot trust everything that your mind tells you. If your mind has a fear, sometimes that's going to be actually keeping you safe, And other times it's going to be operating out of fear because it wants to stay comfortable because of certain unknowns, aka growing pains. They feel the same, and there's going to be times where it's important for you to have that fear. We can't get rid of it altogether, but you need to be able to decide for yourself when it's going to be conductive to where you want to go versus where it's not going to be conductive to where you want to go. So when you wake up in the morning and you feel this base level of negativity, it's important to shift that to positivity, because just as, realistically, we are choosing to wake up with a negative mindset each and every day. We really are. It's not programmed into us that we're going to wake up stressed out with all this pressure on us each and every day. No, we are choosing that. Maybe because of stressors we have with bills, troubles in your personal or life of those around you. So we choose to operate at this scarcity mindset, like we need to do something in that given day to survive. But is that going to be the most conducive to where you want to go? That's the question I want you to ask. Sure, it might be easier to operate in that way, not more enjoyable by any means, but easier, and it's probably going to give you a little more drive to get stuff done. But on the other side, if we just woke up and chose to operate positively, and the way I like to think of doing this is, think of how you would wake up when it was Christmas when you were a kid. You could barely sleep the night before because of how excited you were. Christmas at a core, it's just another day, right? Or now, when you wake up and it's a Saturday, you don't have to work. You just have the entire day free. Think of the way you operate on those days. You get up with a little more pep in your step, ready for the day, versus a Monday where you're choosing to operate out of negativity. Why is it that just Saturday can have that excitement, that joy, that positive mindset around it? Because don't you think if we could do that each and every day, we'd probably like our lives a little bit more? Now, why I want to tie all of this back in is because this pressure that we put ourselves on is our decision. And I do it. I'm really, as I'm saying all this, I'm telling myself as I'm telling you, but it is our decision. I don't have to tie my self-worth around what I get done in a given day. Because quite frankly, success for me is freedom, and that is the opposite of freedom. So by doing so, by tying my success to my enjoyment to these tasks that I get done, I'm really going away from my version of success. Completely contradicting. So instead, if I woke up, got stuff done, of course was still hardworking, but enjoyed my time while I was doing it, instead of operating at a place of scarcity, I would see much more improvement. So here is my challenge for you. As we go into this next year, try to become a little bit more conscious of this shift. When you're feeling like stress or a negative emotion, ask yourself why. Why am I feeling this emotion? Do I have to be feeling this emotion? Probably not. So what can I do to shift that emotion to more of a positive frame? Is that taking a few deep breaths and being like, you know what? Things actually aren't too bad right now. I'm sitting here in a house that has a roof on it. It's 6 p.m., getting dark outside, probably gonna go chill and play some games, watch a movie. It really could be worse. I don't have to think 20 years in the future in this given moment at all times and what my action right now is gonna do in that time. I can be happy with the work that I've put in up until this point and enjoy the fruits of my labor. That doesn't discredit how hard you work here going forward, but just start being happy with the things that you've accomplished. Because you 10 years ago would look at you now and think they were living the best life of all time. So start to feel like that. Start to live like that. And I guarantee your life is going to change. And I'm going to be doing it alongside you. So let's make this shift together. Comment down below what's one thing that you're going to try to focus on this next year. And let's work on it together. 2026 can be an amazing year for you. And I know it will. With the right steps in place, you're going to make it happen. Now, for those of you who do want to start off 2026 with a bang, not to sell you or anything, but As a lot of you probably know, I have a community called Elevate, which is focused entirely on helping people live a life that they're proud of, who are sick of waking up feeling sick of life, and actually start enjoying each and every moment. So if that sounds enjoyable to you, I have a link down in the description. It'll take you to a quiz, which will, I mean, it's free. It's going to give you some clarity nonetheless, but take that quiz, and then from there, it'll prompt you to join Elevate if it's a good fit for you. If not, I hope I can teach you something regardless. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.